Y'all ready to blaze away or what?
Oh.
Throwing that out in between a lot of these pokes. There's no time. Oh, he caught him!
The fakie to the real flip. Look at him, he's just mashing. Oh my God, he's just mashing. Get him out of here.
Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today I want to do a little recap of CEO. It has just concluded. Now, I want to talk about some of the things that caught my eye and also caught the community's eye. One thing that I noticed before before CEO even started is that there wasn't that many people going from outside of America. This tournament had a lot of American players there, and a lot of them did really well. And then also you had a couple people from EU, Super Akuma, Joka. I believe Gosane was there, but I'm not sure. There were some others that also showed up, but you didn't really have any Koreans, Japanese, or just other regions. And I knew going into the tournament that something will feel like it's missing. I did a live stream right after, and a lot of people were like, does this feel, it doesn't feel like Combo Breaker. It doesn't feel like the peak of what Tekken is. Now, talking about the viewership, the highest that I seen was 40,000 people watching on Twitch. You had the main stream, you had Eris' stream which had 10,000, and then Forzen also was streaming Tekken 7. He had about 12,000. I have to check out Forzen's stream one of these times, because for those of you who don't know, Forzen did dabble in playing Tekken 7 here and there. If you type up Forzen Tekken, you can see hours of him playing Katarina, playing I think he switched to Eliza at one point. But it's so cool to see all these new players and also streamers take note of the game. 7 years old, this game is ancient, but it's still bringing in new people. And
what? The Katarina mirror match?
Man, that's on nobody's bingo card.
Yeah, it's not nobody's looking forward to card either.
in terms of competitors, I think Anakin did a really good job. He's really the main reason why I wanted to do this video, because if you guys see my Combo Breaker recap, in there, I had a little segment where I was talking about how he kind of, I want to say he doesn't clutch to win. Some people in the comment section was saying that it's not that he's not able to clutch it, but it's more so that people figure him out. People, they understand the matchup, and then they reverse sweep him. And I thought that was going to happen this time again, but he stopped that. He prevented the reverse sweep, the comeback, and that was really cool to see Anakin rise up and overcome. Another player that really did a good job, and well, kind of did a good job, but I know Eris and a lot of other people were memeing on him, but Super Akuma. One thing that I do want to say too, Super Akuma was named Super Akuma before Tekken added Akuma. So I wish I could have saw his reaction to that character being put in the game. But since he played Akuma, and then everyone else started playing Akuma, and Akuma was exposed to be this most monstrous character in the game, Super Akuma, as a result of that, he just became this kind of villain too. Right? He didn't pick, that's one thing we have to understand about Super Akuma. He didn't pick this character because it was good like everyone else. He picked it because he's Super Akuma, right? But at the same time, you had Book fight fire with fire and pick Akuma against Super Akuma. Now that is just such a memeable idea, and the fact that Book kind of like beat him like that, like kind of roughed up on him in that first round, it really is just like kind of irony. I even seen the official Bandai Namco Esports tweet out something like, how does it feel? Or a taste of your own medicine, I think is what they said. But you also have to talk about the EU versus EU. I can't remember the other person's name, but Super Akuma was fighting someone. You guys will see the gameplay in the background. In my opinion, this match is probably the most hype, followed up by Grand Finals. That match was also very, very exciting to watch. But it was kind of funny watching the EU versus EU, because you could tell both players had a lot to prove there. EU is so used to like battling others, right? This whole year has been EU versus US, But you get these rare moments where you get EU versus EU, America versus America, and you get to see which one truly is the best, right? We had the same thing happen in the tournament with Akuma, or not Akuma, with Anakin versus Cuddlecore. We got to see these two titans of the Americans fight. And it really was cool to see them go head and head, especially with Anakin and Cuddlecore, because they're both Red Bull athletes. So that just even adds more to the pile, more fuel to the fire.
Ty.
He keeps tech rolling.
We just said you can't do that. Yo,
Oh
caddy
my
corner.
gosh.
Yo, digital scissors. What did I say, bro? You're dead? You might be. Oh my God. Oh my God.
CEO, even though it started off kind of, I would say slow, it definitely ended in a big spectacle. One thing that I did notice too, and I hope they can give us more in Evo, and just in the future, just Tekken World Tour overall. But I noticed the only commentators that we had was Markman, Tasty Steve, and Rip. Now, don't get me wrong, those three commentators are very good, very, very skilled, probably the best. What really is exciting about the FGC is just it changes out so many different commentators, and you get so many different perspectives, and you get so many different voices, right? I hope in the next tournaments they don't just keep those three. They can get in Majin Obama. They could get in some of the Street Fighter commentators. I can't remember their names. There's a black guy commentator. He is hilarious.
Production staff, Sid for her awesome graphics. Of course, you at home were able to watch these top-level, talented individuals do what they do best.
That's something that I felt like was missing from CEO2. Hearing Steve, Rip, and Markman for 2 days straight, it kind of gets old. So I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying that I hope they can get in some more people, right? Just a few more. It doesn't have to be a bunch. I get you have to pay people for their time and stuff like that, and they probably didn't have that big of a budget. Something that I noticed too, Tasty Steve and Rip, the more they commentate with one another, the more they start to sound like one another. Like Rip was commentating with Markman, and he was saying some of the same exact things that Tasty Steve say. And I just want to break that sort of repetitiveness. That is just a little nitpick. I don't want people in the comment section or people listening to think that I'm like going bad against Rip and Tasty Steve and Markman, because no. One thing also that I want to note, we really didn't see too much DLC. Yes, Gen was picking Fakaram, Akuma, he picked Lita, he picked Zafina. Looking however, that's one thing. So you had Ni using Zafina in some Japanese tournament. Arsenal uses Zafina in like everything that he touches, and then you have Gen also picking Zafina too. And I was kind of thinking like Zafina feels like the new Kazumi. How everyone used to pick Kazumi and she used to be so boring to watch. I feel like Zafina is slowly starting to become that. She's not there yet. I think a lot of people will never pick Zafina, but I've just seen how more and more top players are picking this character up, and I wonder how widespread will it get. But other than that, the DLC wasn't too dominant. Like I said, Anakin won, Jack won, and it really is kind of cool when you think about how much Jack has been nerfed. At the start of Tekken 7, Jack was one of the most dominant characters, along with Dragunov, right, Saint and JDCR. If you guys haven't seen those early days of Tekken 7 tournaments, it really was amazing. But with Anakin performing how he's performing, it kind of feels like we're going back to those days where Jack is like a dominant character. And something that Eric said that I also think is true, Jack doesn't have any weird stances. He doesn't have any weird like evasion, or he feels like just a generic Tekken character, just a standard Tekken character. But he's very, very solid, and he's very, very good. That's one thing that I always commended the Jack players for. Whenever I fight a Jack, even online, I never run across a Jack who doesn't know what they're doing. Like, Jack players, they always have a good sense of spacing, a good sense of punishing, of defense, offense. I don't know what it is about the Jack player base, but they're very, very skilled. And I think it's no surprise that Anakin, probably one of the best Jacks on the planet, is winning and is dominating and is giving everyone a run for his money. In Evo, at Evo, I really want to see Anakin take down maybe Arslan. I don't know if Nee will be there, but I really want to see him, because those are the two that's always been giving him trouble. The past 2, 3, 4, 5 years, Nee and Arslan was his greatest contenders. And seeing him get this win, maybe that will give him confidence, even though he's already a confident player. I think that will just add more to it, and he will perform really good. But that's going to be it. I just wanted to talk a little bit about this. Really proud, really happy for Anakin. And also, I think EU is doing an incredible job. I would like some more players to show up. I would like some more commentators to be there. But besides that, it's really good. That's going to be it. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Check out some of the other things that I've done. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Change! He blocked the big sweep, and he hit his own big sweep. Oh, my gosh.
Oh my God.
Oh, my gosh. He is turned. He is turned.
I've never seen someone jump up and down in a chair in a ring. Watch